Welcome to the Ben Station. Thank you for tuning. We are today chilling with TK, a famous stylist who has worked with so many people and many celebrities. But we would like to know exactly where he comes from and the passion and the journey. There has to be a journey. There's always a journey. TK, thank you for hitting to our call when you called you
Thank you
to
for
join
having me.
us. Yeah, so who is TK?
TK, the whole name is Dlamini Mbata from Escort. I'm a rural boy, so
Okay.
I'm my pleasant.
Which place? Escort.
And Tabamhlope, good home. So
Can you say shout out to those people?
no, I
in
can't.
Tabamhlope?
They don't remember me. I'm joking. Shout out to everybody in Escort, and yeah, man, coming back home soon. Yeah. So I've studied in Escort until I had to visit in Joburg. So making my story very interesting, I visited my cousin during June.
Yeah.
Just to
During school holidays, I
yes,
think.
yeah. So I got what's in Josima Boning Namalight.
Yes.
So I'm a lighter corner to go to. So I like the life here because in KZN everybody's chilled. When the robot turns yellow, the car stops. In Joburg, when the robot turns yellow,
Yeah.
it means spoon down, you must cross. So I figured this is my life actually. This is where I want to be. Right?
You are a rule breaker.
Me?
Yeah.
They know me at home. So came here, went back home, and I told them, I love Joburg for some reason. I wouldn't mind visiting again.
Okay.
Right? So my parents thought I'm actually going
for a visit again.
No, to school.
Oh.
So I left KZN for a day. I woke up very early in the morning. Came to Joburg without telling my parents.
Oh my God. That's an escape. You escaped.
No, I was going to school.
Oh.
Just that I took an en route.
Oh my God.
So I went straight to the taxis. I took a taxi to Joburg. Got here. Mind you, my cousin never took me roaming around Joburg. They only took me to outskirts of Joburg to see Joburg. That's the Joburg they showed me. They never showed me the town and stuff like that. Yeah. Got to Joburg. I got here around about 11 because it's 3 hours from home. And I started looking for a school. I looked for a school. I found a school. I registered with my own pocket money that I had because it wasn't that expensive at that time. So I went back to the taxis. Now it's late. It's past my school time at home, right? My phone is off.
It will raise alarm.
Yeah, exactly. Like my mom was not around. She had gone to a course that she was doing. Okay. So my dad was the only one who was supposed to be worried and stuff like that because my mom was away for a week. And the only person who's most strict is my dad. Okay. So came back around about 6:30 in the afternoon. He asked me where I'm coming from. I told him, I'm back from Joburg. What were you doing in Joburg? I was looking for a school. And then he just looked at me and then just kept quiet for the first time in his life. Otherwise, I would have heard Impama.
Yeah, they were shocked.
Because we grew up being shown the way into again. Yes. So, cutting the story short, he called my mother. And my mother, the only thing she said to him was, let him do what he wants. Because at the end of the day, when they're old, are you going to keep supporting them? That's how I escaped home. Okay. And then I ended up in Joburg. So I studied in Joburg and then I finished my matric. After my matric, I wouldn't say it's finished because I was not interested in school. I was more in the art. Because in the art, you finish your schooling at grade 9. People don't know that. Okay. Especially if you want to do your music and your stuff, if you are really focused on it. I'm not saying people must leave school and stuff like that. They can study until matric. But if it's something that you want and you know it's going to make something for you, that's where you go. Grade 9. Yeah. So
grade 11. Grade 9? Which is standard 7?
Yes.
Oh, really?
That's your matric if you're an artist. Oh. Because you don't need to get to grade 12. What are you going to do with that?
Okay, absolutely.
So my matric is pending. Didn't pass, I didn't fail. I was in the middle. I needed to, what do you call this thing? Supplements. Yes. Okay. I needed to do that. So I just said to myself, no, because I found out the things that I wanted to do. I was not sure first. I just wanted to do acting.
All right.
I got to job because now famous was an in thing. Started doing it backstage. There was a show called Backstage. It's a soapy.
I also worked with the. I mean, with backstage. I supplied extras for them.
When was that? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was backstage was a long time ago. I supplied extras for backstage.
I went in for
it was. I mean, I didn't get too many calls, but my casting agency supplied the extras.
So now backstage. I know your age.
I'm very excited.
So I mean, how it happened. I was also not going there for myself.
Yeah.
A friend of mine wanted to do acting.
Yeah. All right.
So I was accompanying her for the first time
to actually, the auditions?
Not to the auditions as such, but like for extra, as you say.
Oh.
So I was just she didn't want to go alone. She did her first time and stuff like that. And I got the my story gets very interesting, eh? And then it happened that you get script writers for directors like you have here in your studio. A script writer was interested in me.
Were you always this flamboyant?
No. No.
You were not.
I was still a cute, innocent boy from the farms.
But I think your light was shining too bright.
Exactly.
Oh, that's it.
Well, I'm sure they say the gator was like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, but so he kind of liked me.
And I was not.
I was not called by him.
Okay.
Now I just got lines. I was told that I got lines they would like me to do for a certain thing, like one sentence. And I tell them, guys, I'm not doing anything. I'm just here with my friend. So they're like, no, man. I mean, like, you just read one line. What can that be? Just say one line, I'm like, I agreed. Okay, fine. It happened today. And then as we were about to leave, and they told me, no, you need to finish the thing that you have started there. I don't know what they were saying at that time because now I was told it's one line. Tomorrow I had 4 lines. I have to come back.
Oh my God.
So that's how it built up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was growing now.
Now it was growing. Now I'm told not to sit there with the actors. That's where I'm supposed to eat.
You are no longer in the holding cell.
That took me 2 days. 2 days.
Oh, that was quick.
So from there to there, okay, fine. I'm excited to be sitting with people that I've seen on TV and stuff like that. But I didn't know what was happening at that point. Until I found out, okay, one of the actors, I won't mention the name because she's still in my good books anyway.
Yeah.
It's a she. And then she told me what is happening. Because from where I was coming from, such things we were not educated about. I had people wanting me back at home and stuff like that. But I was that kid who was just, Mbau was that was me. So
self-awareness.
Yeah.
The peacock thing, that you want to flare all your colors.
Besides that, I was told so many times, growing up, you have that mentality. Yes. So it grows up in you, and then you end up, if even somebody tells you to like,
yeah, I
just
know.
Tell me something else.
Yeah, just tell me something else. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Exactly. So after she told me that, and then now I have to meet up with the person who needs to talk to me. That's how I escaped on acting. Because I didn't want to do it because somebody wanted me. It's like a favor to them. I gave you this because of 1, 2, 3. I think if I had done it, I would be very far by now. Probably I'll be dead. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Because of the fame. You know how fame attacks you.
Fame can be toxic.
Very.
Yeah.
So the way I was brought up at home is just to hustle your own thing. So that's the end of the acting. And then I moved to modeling because somebody scouted me while I was walking on the street of Joburg, and then I started doing some few
That means you've got a personality and a presence. Wherever you go, you just bring that.
2000, I just never vibe. I still have the vibe now.
You still have the vibe.
The vibe.
So it's natural. It's given.
Yeah.
You know, you don't fake it.
Nah,
you don't have to try.
No, I say what's in my mind now. If I feel like something is ish, it's ish. I don't have to like pretend and say ish, do this, what, this. That's not me. If something is like this, at the end of the day, my bank balance is made by me, not by you.
True. And then with modeling, how did it go?
With modeling, it went as far as got some couple of advertising brands, and it was more about the hair because of all of the hair. So I did a modeling for Soft and Free and a couple of other things.
That's right.
Yeah, until they said underwear.
I remember Soft and Free. I was using it. Now I'm bald. I can't.
What happened to your hair?
I don't know what happened to my hair. You know, my hair retired. My head got tired and retired from my head, you know, and I was left bald.
So you can put on a wig now.
Perhaps you should find one for me.
There's ones on the way here that I saw, but yeah. Story for another day, that one. So modeling ended when they wanted to do the underwear shoot. So I was like, hey. Because I was still that, even now, I still respect my parents in a manner that I am so old, but if I do something, I always think, how are they gonna react?
Okay,
I care about their feelings.
I love that.
So when I do something, I just put it in, like even the tattoos you see. I started with one small thing.
Oh.
So I saw that they quiet. I'm like, and then it's fine.
And so you continued.
Yeah.
At first you thought they were gonna shout and say.
No, it's a taste of water, and you need to like give them or to like show them I'm going this direction. If they don't say anything, put another one. They're quiet.
I had a tattoo artist on one of our episodes, and he said most of the people who come do tattoos are the children of those who said don't do a tattoo.
Well, me, they did not say anything. Yeah. They did not know anything about tattoos.
Okay. And then now you're living in Joburg, and you are now exposed to show business.
Show businesses.
Right. And how did this passion for fashion designing come about?
The fashion designing stuff, it's a very funny story. When I first started, I was doing modeling, so every time I would go for castings, because I never liked wearing the same thing as the next person. So I'll have a jean, have an old jean, I'll cut out the zips, start sewing the zips somewhere on the pants.
You always wanted to stand out.
You know, patch somewhere. So they always thought I'm a designer. I'm like, no, I'm not a designer. Even if
it's an accidental profession for you.
No, it was something like that, but it was in me. It needed to come out.
It was in you, but accidentally it was triggered because they thought you are a fashion designer and you were not. You only had taste for yourself and you wanted to stand out.
Yes, among the rest. So with all that being done, and I remember I did my last fashion walk. It was with Abu Khairt, the famous Khairt. Okay. He was still a student at the Northwest, so I did the fashion show here, the AN fashion show. That's when it kind of like triggered with what if you can just do this fashion thing, just see how it goes, So now it's going back. Like I took a year break after my matric because I was like confused. Yeah, sure. I did not know what I want to do. Acting, I hate reading. Number one,
scripts.
Acting.
I can't stand scripts.
I can't stand scripts. Number two, modeling. How far am I gonna get? Because I'm not guaranteed a cute face because they were starting to say I'm not being able to get jobs because I don't look mature enough. Like they look at my age, they look at me, I still look younger, and so I'm like, okay.
And cool. So there was a hindrance.
Yes.
In you advancing yourself in that career.
Exactly.
Or profession. So
I started like having to go back to my parents. Now that I've stayed a year, I didn't tell them that I'm taking a break, but it was good because I didn't waste any money. So to them, it was a great decision because what I did was I went back to them and told them, like, listen, now I want to study fashion. They didn't even say, I was a fashion. I think they've already seen things that I could do. Because my mom was like, let them do what they want. They make their own mistake, and then from there they will learn. That's why I was able to survive for so long in Joburg. Because I've never went back, stayed in Joburg and hit by something and go
When
back
you
home.
came to Joburg, were you accommodated by a friend, a brother, or cousin or something?
When I came to Joburg, for school.
Like, I mean, the very first time and even after school.
Remember, I visited the cousins.
Oh, yeah.
And then after, I looked for a school with a boarding school. So I stayed within the premises of the school.
Yeah.
So,
which was safer in school.
Yeah. So everything, like, I didn't plan it, but it was just coming right for me, because even my parents were not worried with they always, but you know how it goes. Boarding schools, you sneak out, you go partying and stuff like that. So the fashion, I went to school for, it was a 3-year course. I went in for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Because when I got there, the first years were too slow.
You were already
I was already in the league of being in the second year.
That's nice.
And they moved me how it happened. I don't know. Or was it allowed? But it had to happen. At least I saved money. So I moved to second year. And the second year, the year end function, like they always have a fashion show. I was number 1 in the class with my stuff. So I got the first prize, because they give you a theme. They say do. They call it road accident. So you need to create a garment focusing on the accident. What are you looking at?
All right.
You know? So I built that and I did that. So I became number 1, and then third year, like second.
It was nothing for you.
Yeah, it was nothing, because I think I was more on the third year. They added more stuff, which was like cameras and stuff. And I was not interested in photoshopping and whatnot. I just wanted the fashion. I even told them, whatever I fail, I'm not coming back to do it. I'm just here to polish my skills and move on life. You know. So all the people that I was with at school at that time, they are now working in the office. They are secretaries. Some are even babysitting. So I don't understand how. I'm the only one from that year who actually still in the industry.
Yeah.
Everybody else, even if you check on their Facebook, somebody's at the office somewhere. Yeah.
Someone's just babysitting.
Yeah. When they go to functions, like how? But you guys were good at school.
You mentioning that, I never thought that fashion designing can make somebody blossom.
How?
Or
when you say blossom,
the dream. You understand?
Oh,
or live the dream.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people who say, I'm a fashion designer. But when you look at them, you wouldn't want to be like them. You understand? So I'm so sorry. And it's one of those professions that people tell you, I'm a fashion designer. Then there's nothing inspiring about them. But I think you can attest with that statement you just mentioned now.
Yeah, like I think with the generations that have added on from us, with me, you're not going to see me looking like a Christmas tree. I'm sorry. To prove a point to you that I'm a fashion designer. Yeah. Obviously, I'm a fashion designer. My work speaks for itself.
Your work
not
speaks
me
for itself.
Having to look like a fashion designer. You can come in jeans and t-shirts.
Sure.
And you just like, okay, what do you do? Most of people, they still even ask me now, what do I do? Because I let my brand go forward. Me and I come at the back.
Okay.
You don't know Louis Vuitton, the designer, right?
Yeah, no.
But the Louis Vuitton is selling.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah, people forget to treat it in that form, because now if people wake up, they say they're stylists. Just because you can style yourself, it doesn't mean you can style another person.
All right.
You look at a certain body.
Yeah, sure.
Thing. Because if you dress nice, that's for you. You see your body. How many years have you been with your body?
Forever.
You see? So you understand your body. In order for you to be a stylist, you need to understand the next person's body. You might be a person that's older than you, and you need to be in character. You must study the person
and their
further.
Personality and attitude. Because
how you dress
read all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know your attitude with the hats, but I know that you're bold, right? So
and good looking bold person.
Who said it? I didn't.
It's me.
Oh, okay. No,
Family.
that's how you woke up this
Yes.
morning.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
no.
This is how I feel.
Okay.
And
no,
this is how
cool.
I come to the world. Hey, world, look at me. This is me. And so, and then you started. After studying and saturating the market, because this is where I think most fashion designers fail. They go, they study. I mean, everybody can get a material, even myself. I can have a design in my mind.
Sorry, fabric.
Or fabric. Thank you, sweetheart. So I can have a design in my mind, right? And pick whatever fabric that I want. Okay. But getting into the market and making a name for myself,
it's something else.
That is an uphill.
I'll say, I was born clever, maybe, because how I entered the market is very different. I remember just after I finished with the whole course of fashion studies, I was doing a fashion show.
Yeah.
So now I'm staying in Soweto, right? I'm staying in Soweto with a friend. So I decided that what's gonna happen? Let me just throw a fashion show. So in the world, there's people that you meet, right? Okay. Like friends. So this friend works here, this friend works here. Yeah? Use that to your advantage. Okay, fine. When I did a fashion show, there was a friend of mine who was working at the head office of Nandos. Yeah? So I just said, can they just sponsor me with the food? That's it, right? I did not know it's going to turn out the other way around. So they sponsored with the food. There was Nandos, and then I got a sponsor for Coke. I was still young at that time, so I couldn't get alcohol into the show. So I got cool drinks from Coke. I got sponsors from Nandos. I had a show, and then after the show, because they were so impressed, so the Nandos people came to watch the show. And then when they watched the show...
From the head office.
Because they wanted to see what they're sponsoring, right?
Okay.
So when they watched the show, they were so interested in the comments and stuff like that. They approached me to do the uniform for Nandos. So that's how I entered in. So that's why I'm saying maybe I was clever, but I was not aware of it. The way I tend to do it. So I did the Nandos uniform. Never seen so many zeros in my life in my bank account for the first time. It was amazing and whatnot. And
hello, look at me. I love the zeros. You've never seen so many zeros.
And at that time, the phones were not this smart,
Yeah.
It was still those phones. So the zeros will go and then finish and then they go under again.
How many zeros were those?
I had to take down the pen and actually write down how much I got paid. And then I got to understand, this is the money I got paid for this thing.
Oh my God.
And then it ended there, and then I'm like, okay, fine. Let me get my own small studio. We started a small studio here in town in Joburg, and we started sharing. There was about 4 of us. Yeah? Rent was 800 rand at that time in the studio, not now. 800 rand. I'm not that old. No, it's just that the building was cheaper. Yeah. The building was cheaper. So every month we used to pay 200 rand for 4 people. And mind you, that sometimes was a struggle because now we don't have clientele.
Yes.
We haven't been out there yet.
Yes.
It's just that those who know us and will say they want what. No. Okay, so we did that, and then one of the models that we used for the show. Now everything comes out for the show that I did. Right?
The show that
yes.
You did.
One of the models.
Meaning that show was your breakthrough.
That was my breakthrough. So the model that was at the show wanted stuff for a hair show.
Okay.
Now it was like the awards where different brands of hair needed to come in and showcase their hair. It wasn't about clothes.
Okay.
So we were not even allowed to even go and bow. You know, at the fashion show, there's just clothes. Yes, and then at the end, it's a long line and then the designer comes out. No. This time it was just hair. Just hair.
Just hair.
Me, I just need to dress the models and stay behind, not be seen.
Okay.
Yeah. So this happened at Brightwater Commons in Randburg. So I'm there, it's the show, and my clothes were the last one. Yeah, this was, I'm not gonna mention dates because people are gonna start saying, this is how old you are. But it was in the late 2000s up, after the World Cup going up. The show went on, and then my stuff came in. Now, MC of that show was somebody who was close to me now. Was not close then before I met her, but she saw the things on the ramp going, because we were showcasing 7 things. And then she started looking for me. Me, I'm sitting back, not even backstage, behind the tent, because I'm like, man, it's not our thing. I'm just sitting there, just having relaxed. It was a Sunday, so obviously I went partying before, and then because I was tired. So she comes back, hi, who's the owner of these things? They're like, no, he was here, no. Until they found me. She was like, oh, these are your things. I like to have one. She took all 6. Oh my God. I went home with 1 outfit.
Oh my God.
That's Khanyi Mbau.
Is it? Oh my God. Wait a minute. So Khanyi Mbau was on the show. And Khanyi Mbau,
she was emceeing on the show.
She was emceeing the show.
On the show.
And she saw all your work and fell in love and bought
everything. All 6. I was just left with 1 that I came back with at home. So now she got all these things, and she kept on telling the models, take care of them, these are mine. Now the model was scared to even walk proper. I mean, like a celebrity person. At that time, she was still, she had her life on the stones at that time.
Yeah. I did work with Khanyi Mbau when we were doing Mobango, and there was another production that I worked with Khanyi Mbau.
It was after those. You remember when her marriage went a bit.
Yeah,
and then
because I also worked with Khanyi Mbau during her early days in the spotlight.
You guys,
in the spotlight.
In the money, just say in the money scene.
Oh, in the money scene. Oh, really?
No, she's in the money scene now. It's fine.
Okay.
But, so me, I met her way. Everything, she was just meeting the new boyfriend and stuff like that. Yeah. And then I started dressing her. She wanted me to dress her. So it was like every weekend we would hit front page Sunday. Okay. Like for 7-8 weeks, I think. Yeah. So consistent. Because I made sure that I wanted to be on the front cover. Not me, but the clothes. If I say me, I'm talking about my work. Yeah, that's me. Your work. So I used to call all out. The first time the roast came through, and I started doing the train, whereby I was not received. My work was received well. It was not complimented well. Okay. Received and not complimented well. Exactly, I love because that. I started with the whole underwear and the mesh underwear showing under. I'm the one who started the trend. But they will write, which I'm fine with it because it's the one that made people talk. Yeah, can I ask you something? It seems to me that in fashion designing, there's no way you can copyright your work. Is it possible? No. There's no way. No way, because if you go that route, I mean, your stitches are straight like this. I come with stitches curving like that. And then it's not your work. My stitches are curving, yours are straight. That's how you lose it. Even if you try and zoom. Okay, I get it. And you can't even copyright a color. Color belongs to everybody. And the fabric. Yeah, the only thing we can fight about is your stuff looking the same as mine on pictures. But if you go in detail, obviously there'll be a mistake to your thing than mine. It's not going to be exactly the same.
It's not
because if you take it to court, you have to look at it stitch by stitch, counting stitches. You got 10 stitches. This one got 9.5.
That's how you lose.
Yes, and even in money, when you're making money, like you're charging a client, you count the stitches.
Oh.
The minute the machine goes, that's counting your money.
I never knew that.
That's why, like,
brand new to my ears.
I'm educating you today.
Yeah, I love that.
That's how it goes with the fashion, because there's a lot of things that happens, and people try to say things before you release your range, and it becomes a mess.
Okay.
You're getting all that.
Yeah. And so after Khanyi Mbau bought, your work, was there any type of a breakthrough that helped you saturate the
That
market?
was the breakthrough.
That was the
breakthrough. That was the breakthrough.
Would you like to say something to Khanyi? Please look at that camera.
Jomiam. Thanks a lot. I would like to thank everything that you did for me, and well, I did most for you also. So, but yeah, I'll thank you, and I always appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So, now magazines started calling, like all these new coming artists. I remember there's a feature we did, Nabo Nandi.
Who is Nandi?
Nandi, the wife to. Who's the sixth one doing?
Oh, Sixth one doing.
Minnie, Dlamini, when they started.
Yeah. Can I say something again? I did work with Sixth one doing. I supplied a show at Rosebank, The Zone. He was doing his music video. Okay. And I supplied audience for.
So you were styling for that video?
No, I was supplying audience. So I supplied audience for Six.
That's styling for a video.
It is actually styling for a video. That was back then.
So you the cause for not for Zex not getting the award until this year.
Maybe. Who knows? And guess what? Zex doesn't even know my face. Doesn't even know I worked, because I was liaising with the people on the background. But I was in the making for that music video. I can't even remember what music video it was. And so...
Let's backtrack.
Yeah.
So now magazines start calling me, and now this is the big breakthrough. There was this magazine called Move Magazine. They wanted to feature us. It's the celebrity and the designer. They did that. Everything went pashaj. And then... I always targeted the people that are still coming in the industry, but I was not targeting the people that I could see with this one will be gone very soon. Okay. I'll target like.
How would you know this one will be gone very soon?
Because let me just say we know who did what to get to where they are. That's it. Oh. Once those kind of stories, it's not gonna last. Okay. So I was one of those people who always do my research first
before you could work with someone.
Yeah, if I have somebody now, and I'll tell you, like, I worked Novazi, even I still work with him now. He's been in the industry for the longest time. I started working when he came in. I approached him. I'm like, Fundakon, I was approaching him because he used to like to come and interview me for Selima Twins. So I'll approach him like, hey, one day I must dress you. Okay. And he's like, yeah, sure. And it started like that. But it starts like that. It doesn't mean when I say I'm going to dress you, it's for free. Nothing is for free.
Nothing is for free. When I dress you, you must pay me.
Yeah, obviously. It's either we meet each other halfway or nothing happens at all.
Okay.
So I did that with him. That's now putting the brand there. Because now, every time he's on the show, he's wearing me. Everywhere he went, he's wearing me. So I approach those people, they're on TV every week, every day. So that's how you get to be known out there. I'm not going to dress myself. I still say it. I'm not going to dress myself. When it comes to dressing me, it's a problem.
Okay.
But I don't buy stuff from the shop. I make my own things.
You make your own things. You don't.
The only things I buy is
Shoes. And clothing wise, and yeah, because I can see, I mean, on your bio, there's a list of big names. I can see Minnie Dlamini. Yeah.
It's been there. I've
You
worked
dressed
with
Minnie Dlamini. I see Dineo Raka. I've also seen Katlego Danke. And Casper Nyovest, Boyti, Skim Sam. What's up with, with all of this?
What's up with all of that? What's up with all of that?
I just want to know the story behind. I know that it is your business.
It's a good mess happening. Yeah. That was a good mess. Yeah. Let's just, let me say, when the name is known, more comes.
I love that. That's beautiful. Can you please take notes? When the name is known, more come. Wow. When the name is known, more comes.
Yeah.
Can you please tell the viewers? I must say it. Yeah, can you please say it? Do you know why? I love to echo some of those moments that carries weight. Because what if somebody's sitting at home, they don't know exactly where is their breakthrough, and maybe they just need to learn that when the name is known, more come. I love that. I take that home, and I take that with me also. Remember, when we talk here, it's reciprocal, right? It's a give and take. And as you are here tabling your life, I'm here to learn as well. I'm not here to interview. I'm here to learn.
Oh, you're here to pick some points, how it's done.
I am here to learn. Remember, in life, we must forever learn. And learning never
stops.
Yeah, and learning never stops, and learning never ends, and should never end. So when you reach a stage whereby you feel, I have reached the ceiling and stuff, I mean, And so, how do people access your work?
That's actually tricky even now. I get calls, random calls. I don't know from where, how. I ask myself after, there's a point where you send your banking details and you see the money coming in. You're like, hey, does this person trust me?
Does this person trust me?
With so much money. Because most of my clients, they don't like paying deposit. They just transfer everything.
Amount. Wow, that's
I'm
nice.
Like, okay.
You've got good, listen, you're dealing with the rich. Clients who don't like paying bits and pieces, who just pay it all. So those people have deep pockets.
Yeah, I work with those kind of people. Well, the brand is taking its turn to work with those people. Because at times when I look at myself and I ask myself, where am I getting these people? How are they getting to know me? How do they find me?
How do they find me?
That's what I always ask myself. How am I found? Because you have your Instagram and all those other things, right? Yeah. But people that I work with, they're not there.
Okay.
I even asked him, like, probably, did your kid say this? Oh, no, my kid stays in New York. He's studying in New York. So how did you get hold of me? No, I went somewhere like this. I saw this. I asked for your number. You didn't know, so I even asked for the name. They will say, no, I'll ask the name when I call you.
Okay, TK, now let me ask you this. The word TK, it's beautiful. But there are so many TKs out there, so many people who are called TKs. So how do you make it a point that your clients locate you amongst all these other TKs?
These TKs, what do they do?
I don't know.
You see? That's the point. So that's the point. So they will say TK the designer. It mustn't just be TK. It comes with the same name.
Yeah.
Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah. TK the designer. TK the designer. So do you have a page?
I have pages.
You have pages.
I've got your Instagram page.
Instagram page.
Hey, TikTok, I can't keep up, man. It's too busy.
No, I think you need someone who can run your TikTok.
To do what in TikTok? What is happening on TikTok? People are playing.
Let me tell you, TikTok is a very big platform.
I know.
And it depends on the angle
that you tackle it.
that you tackle with TikTok. You can do anything with TikTok. And I think the challenge is that people do things for likes on TikTok, you know. So when you do it for likes, you want 200 likes or 10,000 likes, you know, then you need to keep up with that. But you might as well post whatever and forget about it. It shall reach the right audience.
I guess. I'm on Twitter.
But listen, I do recommend Odwa. Odwa can run you a page on TikTok. He's got that passion.
So I can hand over my account because I do have an account.
Yeah, so just hand over your account and Odwa can manage your TikTok account, because it seems like Odwa has a passion.
There goes my money. Now I have to pay somebody to
run it. Unfortunately, Odwa is not in the studio, but I would ask Odwa if but you and Odwa seems to have a relationship.
We've done a lot of things, because not a lot of things as such, a lot of things, but he's a good friend. Yeah. So I've done shows, we've come up with ideas. Or actually, he does my filings also. My business,
you see. So then if Odwa does that for you, I think you can do it, because some people need someone to run a social a media account, you know. I mean, you can't be doing it. You might not have them.
I'm more in the clothes than more in the other things. Paperwork, even signing that signature you made me sign to say whatever.
The release form, to let you sign the release form.
Yeah, like starting seeing so many lines and having to write my name is like...
And have to read and go through everything.
I think if money chooses me again, I'm going to be that person that has like 2 assistants. I'm joking.
but now I am a little bit worried about your work. You are fabulous. And I also think your personality plays a role in what you do. And your work flies. But how are you enhancing the promotion of your work?
Oh, no.
Because if you have to sometimes ask your clients, how did you locate me? That means your promotion, you are lacking a little bit. I don't know if I am misunderstanding.
You know why I don't do that? Let me just explain why I don't do that. I'm more of an exclusive person. If something is not much out there, you must know it's expensive.
Okay.
So I go on a form whereby I don't want so many things to be duplicated. Even if you come and you said you saw this dress made by me or this suit made by me, right, and you liked it, I'll tell you, let's change it a bit, because I don't want you to have the same suit as the next person.
You don't want to duplicate.
So I'm me asking the client, how did they locate me? I just want to know. I'm interested on how they got to know about something that because they come with information already. They come with like your work.
Of surveying.
Yes. So my work is advertising itself, because they will say, that suit was like so clean. I'm like, okay, now you have to start learning what clean means. Clean doesn't mean it's clean like dirty clean, but clean, you know? Like, oh, okay, cool. So which means there's something good that I did there. So as I've said earlier on, I let my work speak for itself, not me brag about what I do.
Are you partnering with someone in fashion design?
I do right now. Actually, it's gonna sound a bit weird. As I walked in here, I was busy on my phone, and I said, "There's something that needs to go to New York Fashion Week."
To
New York Fashion Week.
New York Fashion Week. So your work.
No. Let's get it right.
Please
wait. Let me put it
before
right.
I jump.
So a friend of mine, the one is my best friend. We've been friends for long. We shared the studio, as I explained, 200 rand studio, whatever situation. He's showcasing at New York Fashion Week, right?
Okay.
He's been invited to go showcase there. So he decides, it's okay, I must style him for New York. So that's whatever that he's going to be wearing there, it's me.
Wow.
So
that's
you see,
big.
that's both sides.
Yeah, sure.
So
But your work will be showcased because
his work will be showcased. My
but
work,
your work will be showcased because him wearing your work will be showcasing your work as well.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Because I mean, he's the person behind his range, and then here he comes wearing you.
And we're breaking the stereotypes of that a designer cannot wear other designers' clothes.
I love that. Do you have a message to all your fellow designers? Please look at the camera and talk to them. And
please don't laugh. I'm gonna be serious about this.
And I think they will understand.
Don't laugh, ne?
Okay, no, I won't.
Guys, ngicela nithi kumancane sasigcwele as designers.
I was not expecting that. So where are you sending them?
I'm saying no, on a serious note, if you like your craft, and please don't tell us about your craft, let the craft speak for itself.
Yeah.
The only thing that we need to know is me coming to you and saying your work is amazing. Don't be telling me what you want to work with me. I must be the one who approaches you and say your work is amazing, can I work with you? That's all I could say to you. Again.
So in other words, you're saying to them, guys, excel in what you do. Exactly. And stop bugging people.
Yes.
Stop bugging us, yes. You know.
Stop knocking at our doors. Me, I didn't knock at anybody's door. I let my craft take me to wherever I am right now.
Wow.
So, no telling you I can.
What is the future in fashion designing?
Future in fashion designing, you sleep, you eat, you wake up, you drink fashion. That's the future, which means the future is very bright because people are tired. We can say the Chinese are taking over the industry, cheap stuff on the streets and whatnot. But now people have moved from that point back to where people want designed things. Okay. People want unique, different things. People want something if they dream at night and they come back to you. And not so long ago, I was with Ntombening. He wants something for a show that's coming weekend. So he was just speaking his mind. I need to capture what he's saying. He wants not puff sleeves. He wants a shoulder that, a collar that overlaps. So they come with words when you come with the creativity. So that's all I'm going to say. Let the work speak for itself. Let's stop this thing, you sleep, you wake up, you tell people you're a stylist. If you can style your body, it doesn't mean you can style my body. So please go do more research about what you want to do before you do it.
I would like you to meet a gentleman I know.
Which one?
Leta Zulu. I like his passion in what he does.
You like the work that it does or his passion?
Both. I like both because you can never produce gold unless you're passionate about it. Unless you're passionate about what you're doing.
True.
You know, passion opens up doors, and passion might be the formula for excellence.
And if you are into it.
He's so much into it, and he's thinking big, and he's doing quite amazing.
How are you helping him?
I told him, in fact, I want to buy more stuff from him.
You see, by buying more stuff, that's putting him more forward, because people forget, if you see a potential on somebody, it doesn't mean that you need to give that person money to say, just support on what he's doing. That way that person grows. Yeah.
Now the thing is, okay, let's talk about musicians. Musicians can't stand each other. So do fashion designers have the same problem? Musicians can't stand each other, you know. I know it. There's a love-hate between...
With designers, excuse me. With designers, I think we can stand each other. It's just that we cannot stand your work.
Oh, because you scrutinize someone's work.
If your work is not so good, I don't know, but we are different, because your work to you, to your eyes, it's good. To me, is something else. Okay. You know, so we can stand each other, but the only way we can understand each other, it's through the work.
It's through the work.
But there are those that are just divas. They think they own Paris while they're still in South Africa. So,
wow. Well, that's lovely. And I must thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for
And so when people want to be in touch with you, do you mind giving us your Twitter handles, whatever social media handle, and even your contact if possible?
No, I can do that.
Yeah,
do that.
please
as
look
long
at
as
the
they,
camera
as
and
long
talk
as they
to
don't
them.
stalk me. So my number is that's a business number. So if you stalk me, it's on your own risk. 072-301-3359. 072-301-3359. And my email address is lloydhotsense ydhotsense@yahoo.com. Social media Lloyd Hotsense. That's Instagram. And for the clothing page, it's Lloyd Hotsense Gallery. And then Twitter, it's Lloyd Hotsense. And then TikTok, it's Lloyd Hotsense. Basically, everything is just Lloyd Hotsense.
Lloyd Hotsense.
Yes.
Lloyd Hotsense. So, I mean, like in conclusion now, you also do events like weddings?
I MC. I do a lot of things.
Yeah, you MC.
I've just branched out.
I mean, design clothing for weddings. Do you do that?
I do that.
You do that.
I do that. Let me just say, I'm a jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades.
I've seen a lack in the market, and I took a chance on it.
Yeah.
Because I cannot only design. I can style. Remember, if you book me, just in case you book me.
Yes.
I'll first design for you.
Okay.
Right? Then you invite me. I'll style you. That's another money. So I design, I come and I style you. Then if you still want more, I can also MC. So I get 3 salaries from you.
Oh.
In a one go.
That's beautiful.
That's what I do.
That's beautiful. So I believe there's somebody out there who's got an upcoming event. Please look no further. It's Lloyd Hotsense. And thank you for watching the Wednesday show. And I must thank you, TK, for coming to us. I thank you several times. Yeah, so let's look out for TK at Lloyd Hotsense. Like, follow, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to share our videos.